Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 1 of a new Let's Try. So I'm very excited about this one, guys. This is a 4X game from what I understand. You're on an alien planet with a team of sort of your mercenary army. You're trying to take over and also be diplomatic if you choose with the other nations, maybe on the planet. And lots of cool random events and diplomacy features and combat and lots of cool stuff in this game. It's extremely complex, which I dig because that usually means it's rather ambitious, which it is. And we're going to check it out and kind of learn it as we go here, starting off with the tutorial, if there is one. And I don't know much about this game, really. Other than what the Steam page says. I've tinkered with it a little bit, but I never got anywhere very far with it. So we're going to get this together, guys, and we're going to get into it and have some fun together. So the game that I'm talking about, this is episode 1 of Let's Try Shadow Empire with the Oceania DLC. So let's get right into it. Super excited by this. I've been wanting to play this. There's the Oceania. For a long while, and kind of just put it off until I decided it was time to record it. Once upon a time, a galactic republic united tens of thousands of stars. Oh, cool. Once upon a time, an interstellar senate reigned over millennia of peace and tranquility. Until the Dissolution War destroyed the star lanes and the high economy. It was a time where each planet found itself isolated and alone. It was a time where chaos and anarchy ripped apart civilization. Now, new leaders are rising. Eager for conquest, eager to reunite humanity, and possibly rewrite it as well. Alright, here we are. Let's hit the preferences. Is that it? There's no settings? Wow. Alright, we'll click Start New Game. And do the campaign if there is one, or whatever they may be. I was digging that music. All right, here we go. Current step, planetary class. First step of planetary generation is choosing a planet class. Below you'll find your available choices. Unclassified is DLC. What's additional? Oh, there's additional Hydra class, Morgana class, Colossus class. And then there's Ocean Worlds, Gaia class, Arctica, Proteus, Fontis, wow, Thalassa, Tethys, Hydroid. Oh, that is cool. And these are the core classes. A moon, a planetoid. Oh, this is awesome already. Medusa, Siwa, Cerberus, Limos, Boreas, Seth. Well, oh wait, go back. I just clicked it. I wanted to get, let's restart. I wanted to get some information. Is it right click? No. I guess you just go by how they look then. I would think Gaia class with some water. Oh, okay. Earth-like planets with sizable oceans. Planets within this class can be quite diverse, but their key characteristics is that they are comparable or close to compatible with Earth-based life forms. Core, unclassified. When you play on an unclassified planet, expect anything. It could be a planet similar to one of the classes listed above, but it could also be something else altogether. Desert planet. Their key characteristic is that they do not have a drop of liquid water on the surface. It is rare but possible they host an alien biology with non-water-based type of life. Boreas, ice planet. Key characteristic is that they have water in usually sizable amounts, but they have too low temperature for most of it to be liquid. It is rare but possible. They host an alien biology, usually with a non-water-based type of life. Limos is not quite desert plants, but not much better either. They have some amount of liquid water, but they are always void of life. If they would have life, they would be classed either Siwa Class or Medusa Class. Cerberus, lava planets. Key characteristic is that they're usually hot, without water, and quite young. These planets have a very active geology and often have numerous permanent volcanoes. They can even have rivers and lakes of magma. Oh wow. Siwa. These are planets that are quite similar to Earth, but the amount of liquid water they have is limited. Hence, only a small part of these planets has open water, life, and rainfall. Siwa Class planets always have either Terran biology or a Terran-compatible alien type of biology. That's pretty cool. Medusa, a planet that will often have some liquid water and rainfall. Key characteristic is that these planets have a hostile alien biology, small rocky planetoid, and a small moon. I think we're going to go with Siwa Class, because I think it'd be pretty cool to kind of find the water, defend the water. Plus, it has a chance, it has a Terran biology or a Terran-compatible alien type of biology. Oh wait, let's look at the other ones though. There's Hydra, a planet with a lot of liquid water, rainfall, and a lot of swamps. It might be similar to a Siwa Class world or to a Limos Class world, but it almost always has more water. Good choice planet for alien life. Good chance planet has alien life. Morgana Class, a planet that is usually very mountainous and although very arid, but has a subterranean canal-like system that makes numerous oasis regions possible. Good chance planet has alien life. A Colossus, same as the regular unclassified planet class, but this one gets much bigger. Be warned that playing on this planet class can be very slow. The game has not been optimized for maps of this size. That sounds cool too. Oh, we can pick small, large, small, normal, and large. So normal is a large size, large is supersized. You know, we might go supersized, really. Then we have a Gaia, Earth-like planets with sizable oceans. Planets within this class can be quite diverse, but they are compatible or close to compatible with Earth-based life forms. Arctica could have been an Earth-like planet, but it is much colder. So cold, in fact, that significant ice caps are present on the map area. That's cool. Proteus, with large oceans and very odd chemistries or meteorology, resulting in lower than expected rainfall and relatively dry continents. These planets do not always sustain life. Fontus, planets that have an abundance of oceans, rainfall, and forests. These planets are greener than good old Earth. Alien life forms are as good as guaranteed. The Lhasa class, water worlds. Planets in this class have relatively little land masses. They can be quite varied and do not always sustain life. Tethys class worlds have a tendency to be hot and be close, have a close to equal balance of water and land, and very fragmented tectonic plates. Maps on these planets are bound to present you with some interesting challenges. And Hydroid, a small planetoid that happens to find itself on the Goldilocks zone. Due to the often young age of these planetoids, they might often not have very developed life. These planetoids are quite rare, but they do exist. This is so cool. It's very scientific and legit, you know? Rainfall and lots of swamps. I kind of like the idea of a desert planet, but I kind of want to see alien life too. So there's Siwa, there's Gaia, which are Earth-like, polar ice cap place. Don't think I want to go to a complete water world. Morgana, very mountainous and arid. Oh man, there's so many cool ones. A lot of liquid water. Let's go with Siwa, which again, quite similar to Earth, but the amount of liquid water they have is limited. Hence, only a small part of these planets have open water, life, and rainfall. Siwa Class planets always have either Terran biology or a Terran compatible alien type of biology. Pick Siwa Class. Now, History Class. Below here, you have the option to push the history of your planet in a specific direction, flag nothing for letting the algorithm run as they are intended. Flagging options forces the algorithm in certain directions. So we can go like Haven of Calm. Your planet will be relatively lucky during the Dissolution War, and will keep some havens of peace that survived the worst of the Dissolution War. So a bunch of different types. I might just let the algorithm run as intended and not even get into any of these right now. You have chosen a planet type, Siwa Class, supersized. Now before we start with the generation, please tell us how deep you want to be involved. Detailed planet generation. War. Fog of War. Yeah, completely. Number of human players. 1 human. Number of initial zones. City-state start. Number of initial armies. Militia only. Story modules that may occur. The Crime Syndicate, Corporation, Cults, and Sects. Development and technology level, tech level 3, and Air Force enabled. Oceania DLC enabled. Oh, we can't turn that on. This planet does not support that. Development speed, slow. Slowest is Epic Games. I usually like Epic Games, so we may put it on slowest. Organizational level, all 8 councils. Yeah, we're going to deal with all the councils. Difficulty level, beginner, give AI some time to think. Game variants, mid-core logistics, alpha test, easier logistics, disable epochs. I think that all looks pretty good, although I'm wondering about development speed. We have a supersized planet here. We may want to go with the slowest development speed. Yeah. Continue. Planetology. A planet is a slightly eccentric and very slow orbit with an orange-yellow Q5 star. So we're 0.75 astronomical units from the star. Tilt is 17 degrees. Radius of 5,400 kilometers. Spin is 21 hours, so that's pretty cool. Oh, we can look here. Planet age almost 4 billion, kind of like Earth. Big map size, heavy elements 88%, that's cool. Temperature 12 degrees Celsius, that seems a little cool, but gravity 0.75 G. So we can re-roll this, but I think that's actually pretty spot on, pretty good. So we'll just continue with that. This is so crazy that we could do all this. I did not even get into this when I tested the game a bit. And I by tested, I mean just kind of fired it up and looked at menus and stuff. Like I did not really obviously get into any of this. Geology, an arid planet with minimal surface water. The planet will have an Earth comparable atmosphere, 845 M-bar. The highest mountain reaches to 6,400 meters, while the deepest seafloor is at 2,200 meters. The planet is still geologically active. Wind speed of 19 meters per second. Effective wind speed is real wind speed adjusting for power, atmospheric density. Wow. For example, real wind speed on Mars might be very high, but you'd hardly feel it because there's no atmospheric density, right? Rainfall 146 millimeters per year. 9% mountainous, 76% plains, 13% oceans. Wow, so there is even an Antarctic area. Tropic and Arctic. Okay, so doable temperatures here. Pretty cool. I dig it, not too extreme. We can re-roll, but I'm just going to continue. Then we have... What do we have? The biosphere. 3,182 million years ago, this planet started the process of abiogenesis. Currently, the planet has advanced life forms. Type of species include protocellular organism, bacteria, algae, seaweed, sponge analog, amoeba, coral analog, worm analog, mollusk analog, trilobite analog, crustacean analog, moss, squid analog, protovascular plants, vascular plants, and Atlantean plants. Atmosphere, human hazard, there's none. Xenobiological hazard, none. Atmosphere, farming hazard, none. Alien tissue nutrition, low value. The vegetation level, cloud forests. Hazard exposure level, limited with no effects. Trace amounts of the atmosphere, 66%. Is that Na? Wait, O2, oxygen 32%, carbon dioxide 1%, argon a little tiny bit, and chlorine, or maybe, I don't know. This must be nitrogen. Trace amounts of nitrogen oxide, ammonia, neon, sulfur dioxide, and helium. Air pressure is 845 mbar. Important environmental details: the water salinity, very salty, I think, 4,500 milligrams per liter. That seems like a lot. Water heavy metal, 140 parts per whatever, ppb. Soil heavy metal, 12 ppb. Main pH 5.2, seawater pH 6.4. Top of evolution life form is the Doxyoctopus, a land-dwelling large 5-meter carnivore. It resembles a squid analog. Its chemistry is water carbon-based, and it is oxygen-breathing. No sentient life forms, but a Doxyoctopus, that sounds pretty cool. That's the top life form, so a 5-meter giant squid that walks on land and is carnivorous, basically. I could re-roll that, but it seems pretty cool. Biosphere, here's the previous steps, okay. In case we want to hit any of them. Colonization. Oceania Minor was colonized in the year 6747. It received colonists for 1,258 years. Current population, 66 million. 64% is agriculture economy, 6% mining, 29% services. 16 zones are populated. Here's some history. In 6747, small groups of poor and desperate farmers have been arriving on the planet. 6876, farmers on the planet managed to bioengineer a plant-based drug that has demand off-world, Then in 7028, a mining company shows interest in the planet. 7196, due to mining activity, ore processing industries have relocated to the planet. 7331, special deposits have been found, attracting much more mining companies. 7463, a valuable deposit has been found in a deep layer. Miners flock to the planet. 7650, the sector's mining ministry relocated to the planet. 7784, several small companies have created workshops on the planet. 7924, planet is becoming a mining hub in the sector, creating synergy effects for miners. So very strong mining presence, even though the economy is only 6% mining. That seems a bit weird, but it must be a strong 6%. Within that, a lot of money is made, but most people are surviving, I guess, by agriculture. Continue. We can go back to any of these steps, but I think we're just this is more gonna be like a test game as we learn kind of what we're doing. Apocalypse. The Dissolution War reached Oceania Minor in the year 8005. War consumed all. Technology fell to barbaric levels. In over a century of warfare and collapse. Survivors left only 1.45 million. 50% of them are scavengers. 3% are hunters, 0% raiders, 46% farmers. In the early phases of the Dissolution War, radiation and fallout claimed the majority of lives. Over 33.8 million people died by nuclear incineration or radiation-related illnesses. Wow. Radiation and fallout. After planetary government had disintegrated, the lawlessness and never-ending small-scale skirmishes and local wars finished what was left of civilization. It is estimated the total loss of life of the Dissolution War and its long multi-generational aftermath has claimed over 69 million lives. Keep in mind that over 220 years have passed since the Dissolution War started. Over the long aftermath, or Dark Age decades that followed the total collapse, the population levels have been under continued stress. Here's a history sidebar. 8015 AD, local reformist forces tried to storm the planetary senate. 8028, reformists control several zones and secede from the loyalists to the Galactic Republic. 8038, the conflict between the reformists and the loyalists escalates quickly, resulting in an exchange of atomic missiles. 8049, heavy conventional army clashes between reformists and loyalists. 8070, trade is completely stopped and has caused immediate shortages of vital spare parts and liquid energy. 8086, a powerful raider clan decided to set an example and killed all their enemies in Sodalo. 8096, an internal struggle led to massive and extremely savage infighting in Maconia. 8139, a powerful raider clan decided to set an example and killed all their enemies in Landing. 8176, survivors in Popoto and Votinia decided to give up the fight against the odds and committed, wow, oh boy. But they're 0% raiders, so again, that's a little bit strange. I may want to re-roll that. I guess scavengers are close enough. So we'll continue. We won't have to worry about raiders, I guess, or maybe a very small amount of them. Anonia Minor, a planet in a slightly eccentric and very slow orbit around an orange-yellow G5 star with a tilt of 17 degrees, radius of 5,400 kilometers, 3.182 million years ago, evolution started. Currently, the planet has advanced life forms. Air pressure, is 845 mbar. There are 0.61 million survivors of the Dissolution War. They are divided over 6 major regimes and 16 minor regimes. Wow. Okay, so I guess this is... Oh, that's everything. Start game. Click to see pages for auxiliary info. Planet biology origins. Xenobiology compat level 4. Atmosphere compat level 10. How they evolved. Diorganic went extinct. Animals that have gone extinct, or creatures. Paleontology. Oh, this is stuff that we could dig up, stuff that went extinct. Verazagots. Verazagot annelid went extinct 1,200 million years ago. It was a vertebrate with advanced and had lungs. The Minimolt, Nemertia, went extinct 1,100 million years ago. It was a vertebrate. And we can keep going up the list here. So this is stuff we could possibly dig up fossils and stuff of. Planetary biology origins. Shows what evolved. There's Doxyoctopus, evolved 1,500 million years ago. It's a vertebrate, advanced lungs, and straight feet. Cool. Here's a pseudopod squid. It's a vertebrate, advanced lungs and wings. Amphibic feet, vertebrate, the dicephalopod. So lots of like cephalopod type stuff going on. Biosphere details. Land plants. Land herbivores. The dicephaloid. The pseudo-octopus. Land carnivores. Doxyoctopus. Pseudopod squid. Land top predators. The Turner squid. Sea plants. Astroceus. Astrococcus. Mini weed. Sea herbivores. Gastroctopus. Gastroctostota. Sea carnivores. The binid annelid. And the sea top predators. The Astraxia squid. Wow. That is wild that we did all that. So we can start the game if we're happy with our options. I think it's pretty cool. There's a lot more you can get into, like xenobiological hazards, even your atmosphere having hazards. Lack of rainfall, lack of water, more mountainous. There's so many variables. It really is interesting. We can start new. Let's see what time it is. We've been playing for 26 minutes. Yeah, I guess we can start the game. Saving planet. Unknown regime. Sorry if I'm sounding a little stuffed up, guys. It's initializing the AI. Okay. Customize regime name and heraldry. Name Hogan Unit. Hogan Union. Title is President. Primary colors, flags. Okay. So that's our current flag of the Hogan Union. Let's change the regime name to let's see. It is regime name or regime. The Green Llama is the regime. The title of president. How about the title is God Llama? God Llama would be the title. Primary colors. Oh, this is pretty cool. We could actually set, like, I'm colorblind, guys, so bear with me. Green and black. Flag is monotone. Oh. I didn't mean to make flag as monotone, but okay. And our symbol. That kind of looks like a llama. That's pretty cool. I don't want to be monotone though. How do I change that? Oh. Flag is horizontal, flag is vertical. Oh. 1 second, guys. Bear with me. Be right back. Alright, we are back. I guess something like that would be the best. Alright, do we hit OK on that? The Green Llama. The great cities were destroyed in the Dissolution War. The remainders of humanity dispersed into the wastelands, hiding, scavenging, and fighting, trying to scrape out a living, trying to survive. The forefathers of our Union were among them. Starvation and structural lack of foodstuffs was the biggest enemy. There was less food than people to feed. How did your ancestors manage to avoid chaos and anarchy in their community? Shooting anyone that protested starvation, enforcement plus 15, promising technological breakthroughs to give hope, government plus 15, sacrificing the old to save the young, commerce 15. Promising technological breakthroughs to give hope, we'll do that. The predecessor entity of our union managed to knit their people in a tight and coherent group. How did they manage to do this? The predecessor entity of our union. They swore sacred oaths of loyalty, heart plus 15. They wrote a book of law and enforced it strongly, mind plus 15. They did many great deeds that inspired awe and loyalty, fist plus 15. They swore sacred oaths of loyalty. Let's go ahead and click that. Mind or heart plus 15. At around the time your father was born, a rebellion took place against the leaders and principles of our union. It was a rebellion against the authoritarian and dictatorial leader, democracy plus 15. The corruption and lack of progress, meritocracy 15. Against the softness and indecision of the leaders, autocracy plus 15. But this is a rebellion took place against the leaders and principles of our union. So our union Wait, it's against our union? I would probably take the democracy option, against the authoritarian and dictatorial leader. Yeah. Green Llama, preparing your turn for play. Round 1, we suffered no losses nor made any kills. We have 5 decisions and 73 reports waiting for you. Start turn. The previous God Llama is now buried. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's now up to you to lead the Union to victory. Funeral outside the capital. Pretty cool. You are the God Llama of Green Llama. Some subjects cheer your ascension, but not all. You will have to hail and address the Union as soon as possible. A new zeitgeist wanders through the land. We are entering a time of relative calm. The effect is you will gain extra political points every turn. The current strength of this effect is light, 4. Gained 100 political bonus points in 12 turns. The effects of time of relative calm will come into full force in 12 more turns. You received 4 new fate stratagems. Pacifist scientists. Radical scientists protest for disarmament and cause populace to dislike mind. Gain 2 FP. I don't know, it's a little hard to read. I might have to make the font bigger somehow. Propaganda assistant. If you use the right words, everybody will accept what you propose. Frontline inspirator. Commander is hailed by the troops whenever she is close. And docile AI. First, everybody was scared out of their minds, but then we understood. The AI accepted our authority. 4 new fates. Your organization's factions generated 4 new stratagems. Support faction. Send special operatives to support a foreign faction. Official gift. Spend 200 credits for a gift. Reception and acclimating for the leader. Church of Syndic. Discuss our policy regarding this cult and recruiting a junior leader, young but relatively unskilled. Recruit junior. Increase income tax 10%. Decrease income tax 10%. Syndic priest. Assigned to regular or militia unit. Increase defensive power. Another recruit junior. Boom, here we are. Okay, subject, human Don wants total power over a state. Do we have the tutorial going? Here's preferences. GFX resolution. When an option is active, your screen resolution will appear to be 7/8 of your real resolution. 5/8? Oh, no kidding. How about 7/8? Wait, that didn't change much. How about that? We might have to go with for a little bit bigger stuff. AI speed. Level 250, very slow, slow. New graphics, global switch, use new portrait graphics. What's this one? 5/8. Oh, right. Wow. No, let's go back to 3/4. And scroll, show advice. Is there a way to reset the tutorial? You can toggle natal style counters, smaller counters, having multiple counters on the same hex in full zoom in mode. I don't know. A lot of this stuff is beyond me a bit. X asset, auto combat. I don't want auto combat. Auto mouse over. Mouse overs will only appear on right click. No. Show AI moves, show advice, minimize game, quick game, save game is square. Do we save it from here? Yes, we do. So, Shadow Empire, we put YouTube 1. Whoa. And I'm going to end it here, guys, because we have just started. I hope there's a tutorial. I hope we have some sort of the tutorial enabled for newbies. But thank you guys so much for joining. We'll get into all of this and more next time. It's going to be very cool learning this game, and we're going to go probably pretty far with it, sort of like I did with Kenshi, which is kind of complex as well. Not really as complex as this game, but this game also offers a lot of kind of the same things from Kenshi, kind of some similar ideas and stuff, so that's what I'm super excited about. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. You make it all worthwhile. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up with a like. Not only does that let me know that you care, but it also is a great help for this video, this soon-to-be series, and my channel as a whole. It really helps the algorithm. Say hello to Booby here. Hey, Booby. My little Maltese has come to join me for a minute here. He just got groomed and he looks very cute. But just petting him a little bit. You could also consider leaving me a comment. I do read and respond to all of them. You could also subscribe if you're new and hit the notification bell, but only do any of those things if you really want to. No pressure, no stress from me. It is all good, whatever you choose to click or not click. So that's cool. We're going to get out of here somehow. End your turn. I don't know how to exit this game. Oh, quick game right there. No, you can't get up there, Booby. His actual name is Dougie, but he's my little Booby. We're going to quit here. Yeah, quitting. We saved. Very good. So, hope to see you guys next time. I hope you'll come back. We'll check out more of this. Nice atmosphere on the planet. You can see they're glowing. I'm into it. The space thing, the science thing. Very cool. So, hope you guys are too. Until next time, guys, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy to all of you. Thank you very much again for joining me, and hope to see you next time. Until then, be cool, my babies. Peace out. Say bye, booby.